You just have seen the different calamities and disasters that have happened in our country. These calamities and disasters are often a result of climate change due to abuse and mismanagement of our environment and natural resources. The Philippine Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Act of 2010, or RA 10121, was enacted with the aim to prevent, mitigate, and hasten the response to any disasters and calamities as to save or maximize the preservation of life and property of the Filipino people. It also tackles on good governance, risk assessment, and early warning, knowledge building, and awareness raising, reducing underlying risk factors, and preparedness for effective response and early recovery. It upholds the people's constitutional rights to life and property by addressing the root causes of vulnerabilities to disasters, strengthening the country's institutional capacity for disaster risk reduction and management, and building the resilience of local communities to disasters, including climate change impacts. It incorporates internationally accepted principles of disaster risk management in the creation and implementation of national, regional, and local sustainable development and poverty reduction strategies, policies, plans, and budgets. It also sets up early warning system capacities needed to generate and disseminate timely and meaningful information to enable individuals, communities, and organizations threatened by a hazard to prepare and to act appropriately and in sufficient time to reduce the possibility of harm or loss. Key elements of people-centered early warning system: 1. Knowledge of the risk. 2. Monitoring. 3. Analysis and forecasting of the hazards. 4. Communication and dissemination of alerts and warning. And 5. For local capabilities to respond to the warning received. The National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Framework provides for comprehensive, all-hazards, multi-sectoral, interagency, and community-based approach to disaster risk reduction and management. The National Disaster Risk and Reduction and Management Council is composed of the following government agencies with their particular tasks. Secretary of the Department of National Defense as chairperson of NDRRMC. Secretary of the Department of Interior and Local Government as vice chairperson for disaster preparedness. Secretary of the Department of Science and Technology as vice chairperson for disaster prevention and mitigation. Director General of the National Economic and Development Authority as vice chairperson for disaster rehabilitation and recovery. Those are the government agencies tasked to plan, formulate the framework and policies, and will do the coordination, integration, supervision, monitoring, and evaluation to ensure effective measures are ready and in place in any incoming calamities and disasters in our country. This first part of RA 10121 report is brought to you by Marie Christy Silvela Lugdok.